Hey, Hoochie Mama. I know, it's been a while, but I'm back. So let's make this corset gown. I always start with the bottom first. So here I am cutting out the train. We're using this beautiful beaded red mesh, and I just decided to use red corset mesh as well. I'm starting by constructing the corset base. Whenever I sew my corsets, I like to leave all the raw ends up at the top, and then I cut off all the seam allowance. Once I cut off all the seam allowance, then I go ahead and cover the seam allowance with the red bias tape. I like to do it like this because when you flip it over, the inside is nice and clean. And then I insert the boning inside of the red bias tape. Once I insert the boning, I put boning down at the bottom, and then I cover that boning with more red bias tape. It just gives a clean, seamless finish. This is just how I do my corset. Then I go on to continue constructing the train of the gown. I'm serging the sides of the skirt. I then went ahead and covered the corset in that same beaded red mesh, and then I added the eyelets towards the end. If y'all want a full tutorial on how I made the eyelet placket, just let me know in the comments and I'll be sure to show you. You can't sew beads, so I do break mine with a hammer. A lot of people ask me about the bead attachment that you attach to your sewing machine. I really don't like it. I personally prefer to just break the beads and then sew. Do what works for you. My client came to her fitting once I joined the corset and the skirt together. Just wanted to make sure everything fit before I sewed all the details on top. I went ahead and showed her how everything would look once I placed it on. Then I sewed all of the beads, and I went ahead and sewed all the rhinestones. I sewed the rhinestone tassels on top as well. And here's the finished product. I absolutely love the way this gown turned out. I put a lot of time into sewing the rhinestones, the tassels, the gems on top. It was definitely very time consuming, but I do love the way that it turned out. Here's how the finished product looked on the client. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you follow me for more. Leave any questions you have in the comment section. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.